Yeah, we are here, man. It's the HOV of the PODs.
Yep.
It's the Wash Guys. We are washed, never washed up. I am Draft.
Washed, never washed up. I am Sean-Luc Picard. As this text message comes through exactly as we start.
Yeah, so shout out to No Limit Exposure. Taji's back here with us. He's back once again.
Yeah, man. We a step closer to back to perfection.
Yeah. We are, you know what I'm saying? We got all the parts together. We are like full metal alchemists right now. You know what I'm saying?
Good reference. I like it.
You know what I'm saying? The gang's all here. Enough combined slang to bang all year. Let's get it, man. But we are back.
Lega,
Head Megatron, but we're back. This is episode 80.
Shout out Jerry Rice, man. The Rice Man.
Shout out to Jerry Rice, man. The greatest receiver to ever play the game, according to stats.
San Francisco great.
Yeah.
Oakland Raider great.
Yes, sir. I am an Oakland Raiders fan. Shout out to my guy, Jay Force. Shout out Jay Force, man.
Big shout out Jay Force, man. I miss you, bro.
Yeah. One of my fellow Raiders fans.
Globetrotting Jay Force.
Yeah, Jay Force be everywhere. Every time I see him, bro, he's in some crazy
Jay Force is Sean Fallion, bro. Jay Force is not in the name, but in body, in mind, and in spirit. This motherfucker is everywhere.
And I'm sure I've said this before, but Jay Force gave me my first radio spin ever on FM radio. So shout out to Jay Force. So when I was 19 years old, man. So,
first rap interview, I think.
My first interview I've ever had on the radio also. So shout out to Jay Force, man. Always been a loyal dude. So, but yeah, man. Jerry Rice. This is episode 80. Yeah. We're good. Episode 80, man. We are back once again. I said I wasn't going to say that. I keep saying it, but...
I mean, we keep coming back, so technically you're not in... it's not bad form.
But, we're getting to the regular deglars. Getting to the countries. Y'all see my laptop's missing this week, but I didn't sell it.
No. We ain't down bad that yet. Oh, yeah. Shout out 404 Creators, man.
I still have it. I was just not here
No Limit Exposure, as we said earlier.
Yeah,
if you see us, you see...
But let's get into these United States, the United Kingdom, Australia,
hey, mate.
Canada, the
it.
Philippines,
Oh, Canada,
Iceland.
Shout out Manny Pacquiao. I heard your face is still healing.
Germany,
shout out Germany, man.
Russia,
Fuck walls.
The United
Still.
Arab Emirates.
Shout out to UAE.
Stay shitting on them.
Yeah. Shout out to Ireland.
Yo, shout out Conor McGregor, Popper 12, man.
Shout out India, Singapore, Brazil,
Bombay Sapphires,
Francais.
Shout out Baguettes.
Norway, New Zealand,
Shout out
Finland.
Fjord. Shout out all my Kiwis, man. All my Finns.
Shout out to the Fjords, man.
Big Fjord energy, man.
Yeah.
Francis Fjord Coppola.
Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, Romania, Spain, Ecuador, Denmark,
Paella.
the Netherlands, Sweden,
Shout out Netherlands,
Slovakia.
man. All my Dutches, all my Dutch masters.
Shout out to my Dutch masters. Belgium, Italy, Qatar, Turkey,
Shout out Van Dam.
Hong Kong,
Istanbul.
Japan. Oh, we got a new country.
Get the gunshots going.
Mexico, South Korea,
Viva
Saudi
Mexico.
Arabia, and guess who's up next?
Saudis.
Israel. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome Israel.
Shalom.
What's up with Palestine?
Yeah, I'm about to say, what's up? Shout out
no.
Palestine too. We're not gonna say nothing politically charged, but Palestine, y'all next, man.
Mazel tov to all my Israelis.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Krav Maga. I don't even know if I said that right.
Yehaim or some shit.
It's our time.
But yeah, man, we are back once again, man. It feels good to be back, man. It feels good to have the whole gang here, man. Energy just different, man.
Yeah, we came back to bottles and Coke, comic books, ashtrays, records.
Kids see ghosts. If y'all see behind me right here,
Taji got me this wonderfully made hundreds ashtray, and it's signed by somebody. Who is this? Josiah Gides?
Johnson.
Yeah, him. This guy.
I don't even know
did his
Josiah
thing.
Johnson. It's crazy. I've been ashing on the table the whole time. Like this ashtray was here.
Yeah, he just asked in honor.
yeah.
But now we've been separated for those that haven't been paying attention, like for maybe about 3-4 pods.
Yeah, nah.
More than that, because we've been doubling up. So it's been like 8.
Maybe 10, man.
Yeah, maybe 10. This is the longest run without, you know what I'm saying, the team as a unit, man. Like, I got used to having 4 people here. But we're back, man. I knew Taji was coming back because I saw a picture of him and Warren on the pod or on Instagram together. And in my mind, I was like, these motherfuckers is going to unite and come up with a better podcast than all of us.
These niggas be acting up. The Wash guys be letting them. Nah, we all one gang, man. When I see it, I'm like, yeah, this is what I wanted to happen.
Yeah, I hope that this is just it ended up being a minor setback for a major comeback, man. As you can see, we switching angles, you know what I mean? Like, the view's different, you know what I'm saying? The next step is gonna be us from a high rise.
Views from the 6
Come
right
on,
now.
man. Like, it's God's work. We're not gonna talk too much about it, but yeah. That
God
being
engineering.
said, I am very, very ecstatic to be back in full swing, man. It's good to see y'all boys.
Yeah, man. So let's get into it, man. How was your week, bro?
The week was fucking rough. Still tussling with this job. One thing I've realized is, like, I am not a company man. I try to put on a face, but at one point, like, I was trying to be fake positive, using all the vernacular and the verbiage that they use when they talk about being a company, like, or a team's player. And one of my supervisors looked right through it, kind of looked at me and straight face and cut the shit. And I had to laugh. Like, all right, bro. It was cool, man, because he wasn't testing me about anything. Like, it wasn't like I was in the wrong, but it was just, I'm too new to be funny and try to be sarcastic. Like, and it's just not in me. Like, it's not in me to not. But the week has been the week, trying to adjust back to a regular work schedule and being more strict with my time, trying to manage all the other stuff. Like I said, the pods, the write-up, family, and then get into work and do my due diligence. I think we talked about it last pod. Like, it definitely is a lot more strenuous when
it's a family affair. It's a family
definitely
affair.
Today. I'm doing double duty. Was with me somewhere tucked in the back, watching Aladdin and screaming at the top of her lungs. So if y'all hear the ad libs, man, that's her. She definitely
it's
says
a family reunion. Guess who we introducing?
Being all yeah. I don't know the words now. But yeah, I've been trying to just itemize my time, considering that this job occupies so fucking much of it. And then find time for self. That's been the biggest part, or the biggest struggle lately. Like, finding time to just try to recalibrate and get back to
important.
To medium, like my medium rare self. Like, lately, I've been running well done, super well done. But this is part of it being Sunday. I was kind of getting back into rare form. But that was pretty much my week. I don't have anything specific. If I had anything to say, like, it probably wouldn't be anything interesting.
Word.
How was yours?
Shout out to my week, man. My week was it was monumental, man.
Momentous.
In the fact that, you know,
impetuous. An impetuous week.
It's carnivorous.
Coniferous. A lot of green this week. It was a Mike Tyson rant.
It was pretty cool though. Like, shout out to Corey, man. Shout out to my guy Corey at Standard.
Shout out Corey.
Yeah, we got.
We're supposed to get you here one of these Sundays.
We talked about it, but you know what I'm saying, he got a full schedule. He's doing a lot of things right now.
Yeah, I see.
And I'm glad to see his hands in a lot of things. But we got a chance to kick it. I went to the South Side. Got to kick it in Old Nat. I really ain't, spent that much time on the South Side since. Shout out to Taji and Black, man, when they did the Black Text, when they did the photo joint.
Peace International.
Yeah. So that's the last time I've been on that strip.
Damn.
Yeah. So it was like a reawakening, man. And one thing I said to him is like, you know, I don't want to say where we record at. One thing about, you know, where I stay at is like, I don't get to see full-time blackness. Like, I feel like sometimes I kind of miss that. Cause,
You get to see part-time blackness?
Yeah, it's just like...
It's extremes. Like, you get to see us. It's no middle road blackness. Like, you'll go to the gas station and see the bums that hang out at the extended stay that come out there and chill at the corner store, and then you see the blacks that don't want to come to the city at all.
Yeah, it's just different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the blacks around here, like the homeless people, like, they ain't got the vigor like the ones in the city do. It's just a different, like, type of energy. Or when you just see, like, the old black lady come outside her house with 1,000 cats, like, feeding the cats and smoking a cigarette and shit. It's just a different type of energy I felt like I got from the city that, I, you know, I felt a little bit renewed just, you know, hanging with him. We ended up getting wings, going through a couple pitchers of beer. Shout out to Corey, man. He's the first guy to really outdrink me. 2 times in a row. And I'm really pissed at this shit.
Corey.
I'm like, bro, you really catch me on the bad days, man. So, you know, that's what, you know, I didn't tell him this in person. I'm telling you via pod because I know you're listening, dog. Like,
I'm proud of Corey, bro. I'm proud of Corey.
Bro, you catch me on the worst days. Like, you catch me when I ain't really napped up and I ain't really got a full meal on my stomach.
He ain't had lemon pepper in the system in the last 24 hours.
You gotta catch me on a full potatoes, spinach, and a steak. You know what I'm saying? Then let's talk about drinking. Like, you caught me when I needed a nap.
I was down bad.
Yeah. And then I'm not a beer drinker, man. He got me on beer. That's how everybody always get me, bro. Like, they fill up all these pitchers and shit. Like, nah, let's drink liquor, bro. Let's drink for real, bro. Yeah, bro. We went through 3 pitchers.
And beer is like an alcoholic's Gatorade.
Bro, you had like 8 beers. You had like 8 beers.
Yeah, bro.
The pitcher has like 4 beers.
Mind you, I'm drinking, and he's just like, all right.
I see him with all his goals and looking at you and smiling. That's hilarious.
We get back to his career, bro. He like, yo, it's the movie. Yeah. But we get back to his crib and he's like, yo, you trying to go out? I'm like, nigga, what? Nigga, I thought the night was over, bro. Yeah, we were just out, bro.
I think he do that type of shit on purpose, man. Because the last time we went out with Corey,
bro, it would have. And
we was fine. We was fine until we hit strokers.
That second win.
He was like, bro, we should go to the strip club. It's like, I'm not gonna say no.
He baited me with that shit too. He's like, bro, what's up, bro? I'm like, we started talking about strip clubs. He's like, bro, you ever been to Peaches? I'm like, wow. I might need to go, bro. Just for my Atlanta badge. Yeah, just for my Atlanta badge, my strip club badge. You know what I'm saying?
It's like Pokemon gyms, bro. All the strip clubs here are kind of like Pokemon gyms, man. Yeah.
Or you know, I'm trying to be an Eagle Scout. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. Yeah. I gotta level up, man. Yeah, I'm trying
to get my thong tying badge.
Yeah. Trying, you know.
Or untying badge, depending on how I'm feeling.
Make it burn in the woods. You know what I'm saying? But
what?
Yeah, but the time with Corey was cool. Other than that,
I don't know what that means.
But yeah, other than that, I've been playing a lot of basketball, which has been really dope. We got open gym like in my neighborhood up the street from 12 to 5 every day, so I've been having free time. So I just been going in there. Like I listen to so many basketball podcasts. Like I'm trying.
Old man in the 3.
Yeah. So exactly. Exactly.
Wow. That's why that name is so dope.
Yeah.
That's me now.
They always talk about like shooting shots for the makes. So it's not like putting up 100 shots. It's like, okay, we're gonna make 100 shots. I mean, I didn't do 100 shots. I did 50, but you know what I mean, just to get that little exercise in every day.
What for 50?
You know, all jump shots.
No, you were blank for 50?
I didn't count the 450. Yeah, I didn't do that. Nah, I just kept
Taji.
shooting.
I thought it was in game.
No. It's not.
Like, damn, 50 shots on a 3-on-3 is crazy.
Nah. That would be insane, bro.
It was 3 on me.
Yeah. That would be insane. Name of the pod. 3 on me. Nah. Yeah, it's just you're just getting your shots up, but it's a good exercise thing, man.
I've been that.
One thing about basketball, like you work certain muscles that you wouldn't work regularly. Like
Yeah.
you just don't understand what type of muscles you're working when you're shooting the basketball, like that whole release and
the
everything.
body mechanics is
Yeah.
is a very specific like muscle memory.
Yeah.
Like, you get to a point where it's like, oh, okay, this is what I do. Like
It's-
when you see those clips of NBA players like shooting from the same spot and they just squaring up and pulling, and squaring up and pulling, like when you do it and you're actually in the gym, it's like, oh, okay, now I see why this is work, because it looks effortless for so long for a lot of these players.
Yeah, shout out to Tony Bennett, but it's almost like singing too. They said music is like that in a lot of ways because
I can agree.
He has dementia and he's still able to do shows because it's all from it's just memory. Yeah, he just did his last show with Lady Gaga. It was fairly recently, like within the last year, but I remember them talking about that, like how he's suffering from dementia. But when he gets on stage, he just knows everything because he's been doing it for 50 years. Yeah. So it's the same thing. Like certain parts of my body started to be more intuitive the more I got back out there because I've been playing basketball since I was 5, 6 years old. You know what I mean? So it felt good to do that. But other than that, I'm alive, man. We hear the pod. You know what I'm saying? So. I ain't really got too much complaints about the week. Other than that, I guess we can get into the wash moments, right?
Yeah, I guess I'll get into mine first. I know the basketball. That same day we went to register for the open gym. I played ball twice that day, and prior to us going to the gym, and it ended up becoming one of those things where it was like I was able to personify the statement like ball is life. Like, full disclosure, man, I've been having health issues, bro, and I was nervous.
Talk about it.
I went through
shout out to health issues.
as I take another shot.
Bad healthcare system.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joe Biden.
Shout out Obama, nigga.
We're still getting overcharged. Best believe.
I'm telling my coworkers at work because we're registering for all the shit you got to register for when you get a new job within your first month, like your 30-day healthcare, all that shit, vision, dental. And I'm like, man, I ain't done this shit since Obama was in office. This shit is nostalgic. Like I woke up in the middle of the night. I'm watching YouTube, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and it was some interview where they're interviewing this lady, and she's just talking about how she discovered she had HIV, and she was just talking about all the health issues she had, and she was like, "Yeah, I just kept getting headaches, and my lymph nodes were swelling." And I was just like, "Damn, bro."
I don't know.
I got headaches. I got lymph nodes. Like, I don't know what the fuck is up, and I'm always tired. Like, I just felt like, man, and I haven't really gotten tested since I had my daughter because I was technically in a committed relationship and wasn't doing no wild shit. And,
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole, yo.
I mean, technically, hey man, if you know, you know.
Shout out Pusha.
But so I'm like, man, fuck it. I've been going through like the mental motions of like, man, I just gotta go, just bite the bullet and go get tested. So I woke up that morning, and I go down to this facility that's not too far from my house, and they're like, "Oh, sweetheart, we don't do free testing here anymore because we're out of test. Like, we don't have the ability to do it. But if you go down to the city, like, there's a place down kind of like in Midtown where they do free testing all day long." So she gives me the card, and I go down there, and I look online, and it says they don't open till 10. I was trying to get this shit out the way, so I was up at like 7. There by like 8, and had to wait an hour before this other place opened, allegedly. So I'm not too far from Piedmont Park, and I ride around with a ball in my car. And so I'm like, man, I might as well go shoot a couple baskets. And I'm shooting baskets, listening to a podcast, and I'm thinking to myself, like, man, this is where all life's problems get sorted out. like if when I think about it, like, depending on how stressed out I am, a certain measure of jump shots relieves my anxiety.
Man.
A certain measure of misses increases it. And if I figure out how to adjust for the lack of whatever I'm missing in order to make those shots, like, I feel better about the world. So I went and got tested, clean bill of health.
Bam, 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 bam.
Gunshots.
Hey, later.
And I left and started putting up another type of shots. But I left and I was talking to Vince, and I went to East Lake, which is my regular park. That's the park I usually go to after work once I get off in the morning, because nobody's really there. It's early enough for me to work off the last little bit of energy I have before I go home, shower, and pass out. And I think I called you that day, and you told me about the open gym. And so we headed over there and shot for a couple of hours. This is like now it's maybe like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. On the way home, there's a lot of traffic on 285 leaving this direction. And so I'm like, the direction I'm going to take is going to take me by a particular park that I used to hoop at as a child. So for nostalgic purposes, I pull up, and I'm the only person out there. Like, it's me, and this car pulls up as I'm walking into the park. And they're like, hey, man, like, where everybody at? I'm like, bro, I literally haven't been over here in years. Like, it's my first time over here in like 6 years. He was like, all right, well, you and us make 4. Let's run 2-on-2. Like, shit, let's run it. So I went from shooting around that whole morning to actually running a quick game. And we ran a quick game of 21 till more people showed up. And by the time I finished 21, which I won, might I add, I got to say that because the next game I got taught frame. But it was like, yeah, let's run 5-on-5 full. So it's like, fuck. So now, titties and all, I got to take my shirt off. It's hot. Like, I'm running up and down the court, getting dragged. And we started talking about where everybody's from.
Don't say Sean's topless.
Yeah.
Say titties is out.
We talk so much about Nas, bro. It's only right. Use this line. Guess again. I just dissed you. But I'm asking questions. I'm asking where everybody from. And we find out we from the same side of town. Woo. Was like, yo, what school you go to? Like, Rita. He's like, what year? Oh, shit. I went to Rita. He's like, nigga, how old are you?
Shit.
Come to find out I'm the oldest nigga on the court, bro.
Definitely.
I'm the oldest nigga. I mean, I don't care, bro. I'm not insecure about my age, nigga. I'm happy to be here. It's called Wash Guys because we are from a particular cloth. But I look around and they're like, yo, I was like, damn, I'm the oldest nigga out here. They're like, yeah, you don't look it. He was like, I don't. They was like, yo, they was like, wait, you're not the oldest nigga out there. That nigga's the oldest nigga out there. And I look to my right, and it's a nigga in the corner doing hook shots with a red, white, and blue ball. Salt and pepper gray.
Oh my God.
And what's fucked up is, I'm saying to myself, like, after playing 21, playing at all these other courts, I'm like, yo, I'm only got one game in me. So if I lose this one, bro, win or lose, I'm going home. And and some dude walks out on the court and he's like, yo, I got next. And he was like, yo, who got next? I was like, I don't know. You out here asking, you got next. The old nigga with the red, white, and blue ball was like, oh, nigga, I got next. I'm like, oh, shit. Oldest red and checking niggas out here. On both sides of the court. On and off, nigga. But yeah, man, my wash moment was just being that type of nigga that's gotta, like he's gotta warm up before he plays. Like my suggestion was that we gotta play 21 before we run any type of team basketball. Not only that, but I got one in me.
It's
like,
good scouting method.
Yeah, like basketball started turning. Basketball and pussy are very similar, bro. Like
You gotta warm up?
yeah. It's a lot of foreplay. You gotta stretch. Hell yeah! You better get your liquids, bro.
Stretching has become key for me in all things in life. Like to be completely honest, like one thing, like stretching has changed my life. I'm like, yo, why wasn't I doing this before, yo?
How was I not doing this before?
Yeah,
Like when I wake up in the morning, like the pre-day tension is so real.
a lot
like
of the times I stretch it out, yo.
Yeah, if you don't, what do you do? Like, what do you
Hold
do
on to
to
it.
stay in bed?
I sit there, probably listen to a podcast of some of my favorite songs, and I just stretch for like 30, 45 minutes.
Before any major event, like
Bro, you a
notable
yogi.
event,
Yeah.
you kind of need to get
Man, I got
get a good stretch in.
Yeah, I got the mat right below my bed. So as I get off the bed, it's like the mat's right there. So it's like, it's kind of like it forces me to feel like
I look forward to off days so I can get up in the morning like I would, like I was going to work, and just lay my mat out, and sometimes just start by just laying flat on the ground for 5-10 minutes.
Listen to your body.
Yep.
pause. But
No.
but yeah, but nah.
When I listen to my body, I'm getting in touch with my feminine side, bro. I'm digging deep.
I've already paused it. So we'll just cover all pause. All of that. But
I'm trying to get in touch with myself.
You said pause Revere?
No, infinity.
I'm that clever.
Pause Revere.
Paul Revere.
The pauses are coming.
No homos are coming, bro.
But shout out to Kanye, man. Let me know. I need to get y'all my watch moment. I'm sorry, but yeah, actually shout out to Kanye because my watch moment has to do with Kanye. We're about to get into Donda in a second, but so I'm listening to Donda, man, and a lot of the times, like I would hear these artists on the songs, and I didn't know who the fuck they were.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to identify voices, and then I'm like, I got them. I forgot fucking title, bro. We do credits. Go to the credits, and they got their real name on there. And I'm like, man, I don't know who the fuck these names are. So I grew up in the Nasir Jones.
Tifton Campbell.
Yeah, I grew up in Nasir Jones, Sean Carter. You know what I'm saying? Cameron Giles.
If you was really reading the credits on the back of albums, it was just you had to put the first name together based off their rap name and figure it out.
And I knew those
it'd be
names.
C. Jackson or like an N. Jones.
Like I said,
or an S. Carter.
Yeah, like I said, C. Giles, man. You know what I'm saying? Kanye West, which was easy. Yeah. But I grew up in that era, so I'm seeing these dudes' names. I have no idea who they are.
Winifred Jenkins.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This could be Roddy Ricch or it could be Future. I don't know. I have no idea who these people are. So it's just my watch moment, man. Just listening to Donda being completely lost. I like that. Yeah. But we're gonna get into. All right. On that note, we'll get into Donda right after these messages. Mm-hmm. Welcome back to Shenanigans with your man and them. It's your boy Draft, man. We are the wash guys. We are washed, never washed up.
Yeah.
High energy.
Yeah.
High energy.
You know what I'm saying?
High energy is in high microphones, high frequency.
It's the young Jacks with all of the comebacks, man. You know what I'm saying? We still here, man.
Young bots with the onslaughts.
Yeah, before we left this pod, but we were talking about Kanye, so we're gonna get back into that. Donda is officially here. Congratulations to Kanye West.
Donda.
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 Yeah, so Donda is here somewhat. As Taji mentioned on Twitter, it's not officially. Yeah, I've been following you. That's the only time. Yeah, I've been stalking you on Twitter. I'm my guy. But keep computers scooting.
Boobity bootin'. Shout out to 50. Yeah.
But yeah, it's not necessarily available for purchase yet, so it may be a revised version coming soon. But from what we have now, we have one of the more extensive projects, I think, since late registration. It's 20-something songs. And they're all Kanye the fuck up. They're transitions, they're bridges, they're amended versions, the extended versions.
Part 2s.
Yeah, part 2s, part 3s. They're live shows, there are performances, there are non-performances, there are guest appearances.
But yet not a Marilyn Manson track in sight.
Yeah,
Thank God.
He's just bringing motherfuckers out for shits and giggles.
Marilyn Manson is an aesthetic.
Yeah.
I think we got to come to terms with. Everybody just stand by Marilyn Manson.
A sexual assault aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea about his allegations or his social standing because he's white and I never listened to his music. It wasn't Marilyn Manson wasn't one of those people that I was checking for at the time.
I saw the whole deposition they did with the accuser and it was wild, the shit she was accusing him of. So I don't know if it's true or not, but fuck Marilyn Manson all the same. You know what I mean?
You remember the rumor about him removing his 2 lower ribs so he could suck his own dick?
Yeah.
That was all throughout my high school.
Now that he's out of shape, do you feel like he still got that athletic ability?
Nah, for sure, man. Shout out to Diamond Dallas Page. He got his own yoga.
Yo, no shit. I shot.
So Marilyn Manson, if you listening, bro, you can get back.
His DDP studio.
Oh, you did? I remember you telling me that.
This shit is crazy. Man.
Is it?
Wait. Say that again.
I did photos at his studio because it's like a yoga studio, but they also have a lot of photography stuff there.
This is here in Atlanta?
Yeah, it's a
like
really dope.
That's
It's out there
crazy.
by,
That's crazy, yo.
what's the name of that
White
shit?
neighborhood, man. I don't know, man.
Nah, bro. What's the name of that other cycling studio that was out there in that location? That's
Almost
like
wanna
Atlantic
send-
Station.
I might send him an email, yo.
It's like Atlantic Station,
got
but
a
it's
nice facility.
wider and it's
I
in
might send him
Alpharetta.
an email, man.
And they had some dude lose like 200 pounds on their program or something.
Bro, they got crazy videos of people like 400 pounds, like start doing DDP yoga, bro.
Yeah.
I started walking and beating niggas' ass. Like, yeah, it was crazy, bro. Yeah.
Throwing up the rock
Yeah.
and slamming niggas on concrete. You ever get diamond cutted in public?
Yeah, diamond cutters all around. But anyway, what were we talking about?
Donda.
Donda. But Donda, I listened to it this morning, so I don't want to give like a huge take about it because I only listened to it like all the way through one time.
Yeah, that's the consensus. I was half asleep playing the album as I dozed off this morning, but
I got all the way to track 23, and like all the other tracks were just part twos of other tracks. So, and I've already heard the baby version of Jail, but so I feel like I heard the bulk of the album, and you know, my one listen take is it's solid. It sounds like more like Ye than a lot of prior albums. Sometimes that I got like frustrated with Ye is like Ye had a sound in the same way like people always like say what happened if Kanye and Pharrell do a versus, like, you know, they both have particular sounds. Like one thing I loved about Ye, like you were here like the certain vocal samples. He put that into the game. Like he didn't really. Because Madlib, MF Doom have something to say about that. But he put it into the mainstream. And there's a lot of other things he's done. Just the way he cuts samples and the way he does things. It's just very Kanye-esque. And it seems like this album is very Kanye-esque again.
And I think one of the things that Ye is known for is bringing those odd collaborators together. And
He said like Kweli or Quelly, I put him on songs with Jay-Z.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And since that aesthetic had sort of been lost in the transition of, I really think he brought it back. Yeezus, when he started throwing Chief Keef and King Louie on certain tracks.
Daft Punk.
Yeah,
It's
Daft
dope.
Punk.
Yeah.
But you got a lot of the egotistical Ye and the balance of him composing a song that we lost when he started going gospel, or like that I feel like he lost kind of around Life of Pablo, which in retrospect was a little bit more appealing than I gave it credit for when it actually dropped. Like I definitely think Life of Pablo is one of the better Ye albums. But
It's not my favorite album.
it's not my favorite, but it's not as bad as I assumed it was. 'Cause I hated on it bad.
It was a grower, not a shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely was a almost said it. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. But there was an aesthetic that I felt like this album had that reminded me of old Ye, even though he's going gospel. Like you wanna give a lot of collaborative effort in order to make an album solid, and I'm not mad at that because there are parts of Ye that I definitely don't necessarily need anymore. Like after My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, I'm not looking for lyrical Ye. Like I want to hear great songs, and if Ye can give me a great song and it just be him in part, and the overwhelming majority be his ability to draw people in with his music and his name, I'm fine with that.
I also never like look for Ye for like, I don't know, man. Lyrical Ye is like a stretch, but also I don't know, man. Lyrical is to me is like a. It's just an
Seems to be more
overused.
punchy than it used to be.
Yeah, probably,
I
but
ordered the jerk. She said, "You are what you eat." Like these are lines I look to Ye for.
yeah, I think he still has those. They just older nigga lines. Like one thing, like I feel like one thing I felt like when I listened to this shit, it was like a lot of dad jokes.
If I hit you with a WYD.
Yeah, it's like a lot of text message punchlines and shit. It's just like
A lot of vocal fry.
yeah,
Let's be honest, we all liars.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that's the kind of rap I like. Like I like when people lay it out in front of you, whether you're super lyrical.
I literally just had that like conversation with Illa. Shout out to Illa. Like I told him we might call him, but we're not. But shout out to Illa. That's my nigga though. Oh
Yeah, you got to feature on the last pod, bro. It's
yeah,
cool.
but yeah, I do. I feel like Ye was always corny with the lines, and it's just kind of showing more now that he's not like so in tune. And one thing I just hate about all this new Ye shit is like sometimes it just feel like overdone. It do feel like, well, you was talking about like steak and shit. Like, yo, this nigga might be well done right now, man.
Oof.
It's like Kanye talking about he gonna do Fabio 4 next album, and I love Fabio. I think Fabio went crazy on the Kanye album.
But they let GDs in the door though, bro.
Yeah.
Big shout outs, Ruger.
But yeah.
I saw a tweet where like it was like, you don't let my granddad get a hold of this song, and he think they talk about grandfathers. So it's him and a whole bunch of old niggas on the yacht talking about they don't let the GDs in the door. If I ever seen a nigga be so out of touch, man, that was it, boy. Under the GDs in the door.
Granddads.
That's just so funny to me, man. I know that's a random tangent.
Yeah. I didn't even. Yeah, I just caught it right now. We're here. I'm back again.
But yeah,
anyway,
my
man.
take on the album is I have no take yet. I want to sit down and listen to it again.
Yeah, I
And by
still
the
wanna
time
listen to it
by the
some
time
more.
I have an opinion, I'm pretty sure it'll change. So I'm not necessarily attached to any opinion I have about the Ye album as it stands right now. I'm just
one
happy
thing
it's something I can listen to in its entirety. Like finally, the whole Drake feud is null and void, as I discussed the last podcast. It doesn't really resonate with me. Like the beef, I think is just something that, like Draft spoke on before, is probably a nod to the type of energy that people have concerning old rap, or the way rap was promoted back in the day, where artists went head to head on release dates, and now, with Drake being a lot more, he takes shit a lot more personally. Like he wants to have his own release date.
Oh, he like light skinned.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it because you was back.
Well, I mean, shit, I see it, bro.
Yeah, I know you can. It resonates with you, bro. I can tell. But you know what I'm saying? Like the ownership of having a release date and not having no competition. Like I feel like that's just some young nigga shit. Like you don't want to be in the mix with niggas when you feel like you have something to say. You don't want it to have any confuting competing transmissions. But fuck all that, man. Like, may the best man win. And at the same time, I feel like if anything, it's gonna draw more streams to both of your albums. Like it doesn't make sense to me. Like, and maybe I just don't have the same like industry aptitude that these niggas got. But for me, as an artist and fan, I look at it from the standpoint of like the spirit of competition, man. Like it's gonna draw eyes anyway. So
Yeah. I mean, one thing I pulled from it, I thought it was dope that Kanye dropped on a Sunday. His whole like Sunday service, like whole little push. Like he dropped the album on a Sunday. Yeah, that's a very odd day to drop an album. In fact, we drop a podcast on this Sunday because of that. I'm like, I see everybody was on the internet. I'm like, well, let me go ahead and drop this pod. Go ahead and slip that underneath niggas chin, you know what I'm saying? Let me get my uppercut on, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we back again. Let's talk about all our preambles about the Kanye shit. Let's see if that shit comes true. But yeah, man. Donda is here, man. We'll talk about Donda a lot more once I really get to sit into the album. Like, I saw 27 tracks, and, like, that shit be daunting. Like, one thing I thought about as I was listening to it, like, I thought, damn, I remember when I was so excited to listen to a Kanye album. And now, it's like, this shit feels like a task. I was, like, really listening to this shit because I knew we had to do a podcast.
Yep.
So, that's the thing. I don't know how much I want to go into that, but that's the thing, man. We're going to see how much, when I listen to it further.
All content feel like work, like nowadays.
Not necessarily.
there are certain parts of it that I feel like only resonate with me when I'm really, really kind of in a clear headspace, and because I be so preoccupied with other shit. Like sometimes the stuff that I don't catch, I gotta catch in post. Feels like a job. So like as we get into some of these other topics, like Donda was easy. Like I definitely was interested in Donda, and I feel like I could freestyle.
The first 15 to 16 was easy, and the last like 7 tracks was like work. But
yeah, I text you because it's important, Taji. You motherfucker.
We're doing something right now.
No. We're doing 2 things. Okay? Yeah.
Bro, my
2
head
going at once.
Bro, my head ain't straight right now, man. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I forgot you on the boards. You got your phone ringing. You're actually on the mic and shit.
I was concussed.
You got a pod to do after this.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Speaking of niggas that's not on camera, Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman recently is no longer working with ESPN. I don't know if this is part of that whole racial divide that we're seeing. The Rachel divide. The racial divide that we're seeing with sportscasters of a certain demographic and the black ones. But Stephen A. Smith will now be taking Max Kellerman's spot on what is it, Hot Takes or whatever the fuck that shit is.
Well, no, it's not even the case. Like, first of all, like not first of all. I don't want to first of all you. Hey, when people
check me, boy. Shit. Cut the tape.
I'm taking it back. I wasn't trying to. I'm taking away my first of all.
Big. Walk it like I want to walk it.
I wasn't trying to first of all this nigga, man. Just to be clear. But
I didn't take it that way.
Yeah, Max Kellerman was on the show with Stephen A. Smith already, but they removed him because we don't know what the because is. That's the whole conversation right now.
It didn't say anything. I just think there's a narrative with entertainment in general, whether it be sports, sitcoms, Netflix, terribly written shows.
Shout out to Malcolm and Marie.
Damn. It's been on that for a minute, bro.
I haven't even seen it, just to be clear.
But I do feel like there's...
Sometimes you just shoot from half court, like when the time running out.
Nah, that was a switch, bro. That was a switch.
Yeah.
It's just halftime, bro. 14 halftime, yo. We gonna allow that shit. And it might have went in, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna bust out laughing somewhere.
Like sometimes even if it rim out, like it's like,
damn.
Oh,
That nigga's taking risks. But I think corporations and big companies gotta scare whites every once in a while. Like they like to scare whites into submission. Like, all right, nigga, you better keep the shit, keep it tight, cause we'll get you the fuck up out of here. And I think part of the reason that Rachel Nichols, as we'll get into later, is removed is because like there gotta be priors, and when people see it, like you get to a point where people start to make their own way, and Max Kellerman may be one of those people because he's not necessarily out of a job. Like as a sportscaster, you start to build your own demographic.
He's still employed by ESPN.
Opinion. And you have an opinion, so there are places for you to go. You just may not be in the same arena as you were, as people are accustomed to seeing you. So him stepping down and moving into another arena like radio, maybe branching out. You know what I'm saying? Like smartened up and opened the market up. But for everybody else, it looks like woo, like it's buzzworthy.
I feel like that shit is tricky. I imagine like if we doing songs together and like, yo, Draft, we're gonna take you off of verses. You're just gonna do hooks from now on. I'd be kind of offended. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, what did I do wrong? You know what I mean? Like,
you know what you did.
So I kind of feel like that's the same energy with him.
We only fucking with niggas with dreads right now. Braids is kind of like, it's a little bit controversial. You ain't committed yet.
So
you ain't committed yet.
I don't know. We get into the whole Rachel Nichols shit too, but like, at the end of the day, like I feel like it's a little weird energy going on with ESPN. It's been going on for a while right now. And we discussed it in a few other podcasts, but I do think like maybe they're trying to push for like racial equality, but they're doing it in a weird way that's not necessarily conducive to like the overall
fighting
structure.
to be on the quote unquote right side of history.
Yeah,
and they're doing it really weird, like you said. But they're trying to be on that right side, whatever it is, but it's not right.
There's no guidance in these rooms, like there's nobody sitting there talking to them and being like, "Yo, this is how you properly represent this demographic."
If anybody was really missing Stuart Scott right now,
Yo, oh my God, R.I.P. Stuart Scott, boy.
They don't have no guidance, like you said.
Fuck, like.
Yeah.
There was a balance between Stuart Scott and what's the other bald white guy with the glasses? Come on, somebody's got it.
I don't watch sports.
I
don't know, man. There's a lot of like bald white guys.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I know.
We could do Kenny Mayne.
He's the guy who did all the Fife references when Fife died.
You're talking about Scott Pellet, I think his name. Scott. Yeah.
Scott Pellet.
Thick glasses.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there was a balance that we had between like the races, especially when you deal with like sports that are predominantly black, like have predominantly black players. Like,
he did the hip hop array.
Yeah. Like and it was like when you think about
he's got his mask off.
Fuck it, mask on. There was a point in time where like people would just play the highlights of hip hop, or excuse me, of ESPN just to get all the hip hop references in the highlights, like so that they'd be able to drop those bars.
You can't stop the rain.
It was like after
I'm here all night.
after Boom Shakalaka became like a catchphrase, it was like, we gotta up the ante. Like it's bars to be had.
He's got a penny with a hole in it.
I got a Love Jones for basketball or some shit.
He dunked it with grandma's hands.
Yeah. Fuck this nigga Trav. I don't know why, bro. None of these shits are gold, bro. That shit don't make no sense.
What's the Westbrook against the Pusher Man?
Everybody was counting for
Yao Ming is kung
Dunked
fu
it from
fighting.
across 112th Street.
Oh shit!
That shit crazy, man. This nigga cross genres. Yeah, look to us to be new ESPN anchors soon.
Sam Mitchell, Sam Perkins. Change gonna come. All right, I'm out. Yeah, on that note, we'll be right back.
Cheers.
Oh, the constable that's being conspicuous is here again. I don't know. This is one of my worst intros ever.
Hey, you can tell, man. Taji's back because the bottle's here.
Yeah. Anyway, man.
Niggas is drunk.
It's funny.
Good drunk.
I'm fine, ladies. But
Hey, ladies.
we talked about this before, man. We said it was gonna be a reversal quick where Sean said that, and here we are.
Yeah, man. The Puritans lost again, man. I feel like we kind of knew just because the world's so wide open and not at the same time. Like, I mean, we only got so much time left, man, and I think that
Literally.
motherfuckers is trying to get it in.
It's so crazy. This
Financially and physically. Fiscally and physically, baby.
But nah, it's so phasey. It's so phasey.
It's so phasey.
It's so crazy
It's
that
phasey
it's
and
happening. Fuck this nigga, man. Anyway,
Nigga said he wasn't drunk. Right before
it's so
the pod.
phasey. Yeah, it's so phasey.
Now it's phasey. That's the name of the pod.
Welcome back
difference.
It's so crazy that this happened in such a short span of time. Like, we
Pod's
literally,
length.
yeah, we literally just talked about this shit last episode. It's like, goddamn, man. Like, I almost didn't want to put this on the whole pod roll because it's like, damn, man, we just talked about this shit. Like, that's the whole thing about, well, that sucks about talking about like topical events because like you're back here the next week and like now you're talking about the opposite side of it. But here we are again.
Yeah, having an opinion leaves you on a certain side of history.
Yeah.
In this instant,
Yeah.
that's a burp on the mic. In this instance, like
see what happened when you put that focus on it?
nigga,
chill.
Give me something to carry the fuck out of here, B. We in this together. If I'm fucked up, we fucked up, nigga. But nah, like I think being on a certain side of history in this instance, like we fare all right, but you say the wrong thing. Shout out Nore. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit gets spooky.
Ooh, we talk about that.
It's crazy, bro. Real
Real phasey.
Real phasey. I guess that's the name of the
Super
pod,
phasey,
bro. It's phasey.
Dumb phasey.
Yeah.
But
I can notice the episodes Taji on because they got
every time we say something of
they got
like,
ridiculous names.
a certain poignancy, bro, like he gonna pick up his phone and be like, "Yep,
Got him.
them lips pursing that, them fingers get the fingering,
The boosters get the boosted.
computers get the pewter." But yeah, I saw it coming, man. There was no way. Pause. No. Like it was no way. It was no way that we're gonna keep OnlyFans alive without keeping it flagrant. Like, and I think that.
Shout out to the weekend. I seen it coming. I feel it coming. Yeah.
I seen it coming.
I seen it coming, man. All right, man.
Shout out
Yeah, this
Abel,
episode is the worst episode ever, yo.
Nah, man, this is rare form, bro.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I think we've gotten
This is
back.
what the people wanted.
Yeah, I think we've gotten back to our happy medium.
Yeah.
They couldn't really keep it sustainable at a rate where it would have made sense for people to like buy subscriptions without
Yep.
bitches busting it open, man.
That was so quick though. That was so funny to me. Like, yo, this
I
was
think
like
they got so much backlash.
it was Thanos. It was like, yo, half of the
snap.
population.
And what's funny is I was just telling the chick, I was like, bruh, you was this close to being rich. Like, they pulled the rug out from under you niggas and like it got crazy. And
I
now
think one of the unsung.
and she was like, yo, I'm just gonna wait it out. I was like, oh, okay.
But no, I think one of the unsung heroes was Ray J. Because he launched a site that I think it was called like Only Ray J or some shit, whatever the case it was. But it was like it's like an OnlyFans like substitute like that he launched right when they try to put it right when they try to pull that bullshit though. So it's funny to see that like. And seeing how they quickly reverse that. Like I think a lot of people are like, all right, you don't want to do it, nigga. I'll
do
take
that
this
shit.
money.
Fuck it.
Give a fuck about this shit.
For real,
nigga.
for real, it sounds like the new age Betamax, VHS / HD DVD Blu-ray.
That's Laserdisc.
Yeah, it's the new version of that.
Somebody gonna bust it for something.
Yeah.
If you ain't
Porn
gonna
is
bust it
usually
for
the
nothing.
side that they go with. Yeah.
One of the
gonna
reasons
bust it for
why like all the like new video game systems always have to be retroactive. Because they know retro gaming is a thing, yo. Like, no, I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I want to play
this
like
new
Ninja
shit.
Turtles on regular Nintendo. Like, I want to play Turtles in Time.
I wanna
Like,
play Streets of Rage.
yeah.
Oh man.
They had
When
to
they
put
dropped them little mini ass consoles, them
Yeah.
shits was terrible.
Yeah, they was bullshit, but like they had
Or-
to start.
or-
they had to start putting the full game on systems
Shout
because
out to
everybody was doing like ROMs and like
Shout out to
versions on
Walsh
the computer.
niggas. The Walsh niggas. You remember the Taji's gonna steal the vernacular from me before I get the chance to get it out. But the modules. You remember the modules where you go online and you be able to get like
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
ROMs,
Yeah,
right?
the ROMs. Yeah,
what
yeah.
they call ROMs?
Yeah.
So you could go in there and get.
And shout out to Nintendo for suing every ROM company that does any kind of Nintendo game.
Yeah.
They nipped that shit in the bud.
Bro, it was a time where I don't know, y'all was up on it too, where we would go to every site and you could play it right on your computer. Like you play any kind of Super Nintendo,
Niggas was going to
Nintendo,
Office Depot
Sega
and buying those transposable controllers and hooking it right up to their PC.
Yeah.
And it was working.
Yeah. It was a time like shout out to Dreamcast. Bro, y'all remember when they
You
sold
got a chip in your Dreamcast?
right,
bootleg joint
the
that I remember.
the modded Dreamcast.
Yeah,
that was a thing.
Shout out to Shimui 2, bro. I was playing that shit like way in advance.
What do you call that? Project Rivals, Rival Schools 3. Like if you remember that. If you remember Rival Schools, shout out to you. PlayStation 1 classic, Capcom deep cut. And then they had a Dreamcast version where if you had a chip, you could download the Project Rivals where it was like, yo, you could play Triple Team and you could swap out. It was well before Tekken Tag and all of that shit.
Yeah, they had Street Fighter versus Marvel super early.
Super early.
Yeah.
Yep.
When they only had the Japan version. Like,
Yeah, you had to brush up on your kanji, bro.
Yeah. Or just to identify the characters. But yeah.
You had them long intros. All them combos had them short stories. And they throw the piece up, and then you get a super combo. The screen go black.
That.
Yeah.
I think I just found a segue. Shout out to the Japanimation. Shout out to Wu-Tang too.
Wow.
You said you found a segue. We still waiting, bro.
This Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with, man. Real shit.
Wu-Tang is definitely Chinese, but continue.
I think all Asians are one, but
We're bleeping that.
Wow.
like all blacks are one.
Oh, all right. Good save.
Okay.
All right.
I get that. Yeah. That was good.
But anyway, man, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck
fuck
with,
with.
man. They're not playing these games, man.
I don't know who'd win in a New York war, like if an internal war like went up. Like we've already taken Dipset out the paint.
Yeah.
Like the locks is not. It's ain't enough of the locks.
Cam going around apologizing.
Yeah, Cam doing videos with Brandy now.
Yeah. He sold out. He been sitting up in his room.
Yo, the Wu lost their best fighter, man.
He was looking at the full moon, baby.
Nigga ain't sitting on top of the world no more.
Oh shit! Yeah, we went from Ray J to Brandy that fast. Nigga.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, we back. Yeah. It's something about this pod, bro.
Yeah. But
Wu lost their best fighter though. R.I.P. Dirt McGirt.
Oh yeah, they did.
He fought drunken in the video game. I had that shit.
Yes.
So if we look at it from the standpoint of like
so
what's
hold on,
able
let me
to
give
say.
like people the proper intro.
Okay, all right.
So anybody that I know everybody's not up on our Negro culture, but so the rapper Nore has a podcast called Drink Champs.
The
And,
podcaster Nore said something on his platform because as a rapper, nigga, I don't think Nore would have taken this type of onslaught. Like the podcaster has to clean this shit up. Like the rapper Nore don't have to clean this shit up.
Nah, this is the same rapper who had a song called "Eat Pussy." So
Yeah. New
Bro, I
York,
just discovered that recently. I was so disappointed in this nigga.
New York get the blood money, bro.
Yeah.
Grimy niggas smoke hydro green, still mix it with hash.
Sour D,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, come on, like there's a certain aesthetic that I feel like comes with rap, where like if you're not doing any media shit, you can say what the fuck you want. When you're in a media platform and people start to come at your head and any sort of like negative press starts to affect you in a way where like your platform gets like demonetized or like your viewership is lessened, then you got to start issuing statements. And I'm not even gonna say apologies because I don't feel like they shouldn't have to apologize for that shit, man. We niggas,
speech.
man, and you just talking shit, man. Like if you really afraid of somebody, you should have to do that. But if not,
Cookie time.
yeah, it's cookie time, B. But if not, nigga, say what you want. Like, I mean, God forbid the Wash Gods ever say anything that anybody takes offensive. Like, and shout out to the Wu. Like, I'm not directing this at y'all at all. But if we ever say anything that offends anybody, it's all in jest. And if it's really beef, fuck you. like we really gonna have to see about it. Cause like we've been in situations where like our word has had to float around in the air, and people have had to address us in person as is. Like there's nobody in the industry, especially not no rappers, that are ever gonna come across to us that are gonna be like, you gotta take back and eat them words. Like
shout out to the Killer Bees though. Like
yeah, definitely big shout out to the Killer Bees. We ain't never said nothing disrespectful about y'all. Like,
but at the same time, if you're gonna come to Atlanta, you better come correct, bro.
Yeah, man.
Cause hey, I get around, nigga. Shout out to
round and round and go.
Step up, step up.
I'll be shot, G.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put the satin on your panties.
Yeah, I'm always, you know what I'm saying. I'm always talk my shit. Ain't nobody gonna silence me.
I think that there's a certain aesthetic that comes with like the hierarchy of rap, where people make phone calls and hey man, like so and so is married to my cousin's niece.
Hey, my feelings were hurt.
Yeah, like you kind of got to make this right. And we don't have those type of connections yet. Like we ain't got enough money yet. So
I'm a red clay nigga, man.
Yeah.
I'm from the soil, man.
From the dirt.
Hey,
It's
I'm
gonna get
I'm
ugly,
a claim
yo.
H2
Like,
black man.
yeah.
I'm gonna still do the devil's poison. I'm gonna still claim 5% though.
Yeah, man.
Ain't no disrespect to nobody, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hey, man, you
I
gotta
ain't
be
even
on
really
your
say,
game,
you
bro.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the
But
fruit come from the root.
That was
boy.
me. That's coming from me.
I'm gonna say I ain't never listened to Wu, so I don't really have no disrespectful shit to say because I never really listen.
I just listened to a Shout Out
If
Rugged Man
that's
podcast.
disrespectful, then it is
And
what it is.
I fuck
it's
with Shout Out Rugged Man, like Shaheem. Excuse me.
I love Killer Army.
Only thing I would say is I
Love
thought
for
the Nore
blood.
shit was hilarious. That shit was hilarious to me personally. You know what I'm saying? I'm not from New York. I don't know the heritage or the Wu Nation and all that shit. But like as a nigga from Atlanta,
And
I
Nicki-
crackle.
And
Just
as a
saying
nigga-
Wu Nation is hilarious to me.
And it's a nigga like Mickey Factz who's already bumped heads with them niggas in person. Like, yeah, he know what the smoke is like. You know what I'm saying? Like he smoked that pack before. So if he decided that he don't want to
Smoking on your top five.
top five, nigga. If he decided that he don't want to smoke that pack no more, man, I mean, you gotta do what's safe for you, man. But for me, like I think that, especially living in Atlanta where we bump into a lot of celebrities, like ain't too much that we can't rectify, like or will get solved or go left. Like I mean, we lost a lot of friends in this shit based off nothing.
Yeah.
Like let it be based off of some shit we say on a podcast. Like that's
I
just
don't never
light.
talk too big, but you know what I'm saying? I'm also from the soil, so you know what I'm saying? I don't never run around scared either. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? I respect the whole Wu-Tang movement. Like I ain't one of them niggas that's afraid, but
How do you feel about it on the flip side? Like if a nigga was cause down here, like I think people talk
it's
about
a lot of like crews that I don't fuck with, but I don't really go out my way to really talk shit about them because I ain't never had no.
No,
like,
not even that. Like if people let's say Wash Guys gets to a certain point. Not even Wash Guys. Let's say civil rights gets to a certain point and niggas talk loosely. Like I feel like the energy has always been like, yo, you eventually got to see us.
I don't know. I'm at the point where I don't like. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Like it's just like I don't give a fuck about a random nigga's opinion.
And what does it mean when somebody says something like
I need to see like the hoes you fuck. I need to see your bank account. You know what I'm saying? When we get to that point, I got to see what we talking about.
yeah.
Receipt.
Like the lifestyle comparison has got to be a big factor when it comes down to why we beefing.
One
Because
of the reasons,
if we
like-
both straight, what the fuck is the difference? Like in whether or not I say you relevant or not. Because if I'm straight and I'm eating and my family out the hood, I don't care what you say about me and my reputation.
I got to the point where I was starting to fuck like bitches who was fucking famous niggas. And it's like, well, when I see these famous niggas, it's like, we fucking the same hoes, my nigga. And I'm not even at my highest point yet.
From the top rope. From the top rope.
Wait till I'm Optimus Prime, nigga. Wait till I like
Lega,
like, wait till I get all my Zoids together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? All my Zords, rather. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm Zordon in this bitch, bro. You a Power Ranger.
I could be a big bad Beetleborg. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like Like it could get crazy, bro.
Yeah, bitch, we digital monsters, nigga.
When Voltron activates,
She fucking a Digimon, nigga. You stupid or what?
when I become Voltron, it's gonna get crazy, man. Like, yeah, bro. The fact that you like beefing me about a bitch, and I'm looking at you like, bro, it seems like this guy got his shit together. Like, always gave me my confidence.
Or like not even.
It's no reason why we should know the same hoes. Because if I could just get to
Not
the
even
same
to take
point
it that
that
route, because I think we getting off subject. I think it's more so like the reputation aspect. Like I think when you're at a point where the music isn't as relevant, I'm not saying that Wu-Tang isn't relevant. I'm just saying like
we should never be in that conversation together. Like I would never need to check like a nigga on the ground because it's like who cares?
The only reason I say that I'm bringing the music aspect into it is because Shaheem brought out the fact that he was like, "Yo, I got albums that are better than yours." Like
debatable.
Yeah, like we gonna go back.
that.
We gonna go back and listen. We gonna go back and listen to both of y'all music, and we gonna be taking back to a certain.
Are we though?
If we go back,
No.
if we go back and we listen to both of y'all music, we gonna be taken back to a certain time. It's not gonna be at a place where we're gonna have to like have this conversation in a barbershop. Like we still gonna be talking about Donda.
My point is like
Donda.
my point is
Donda.
well,
Donda.
And
point is
after
like
that,
people with like real stake in the game. Like
we're gonna be talking about the Kendrick verse.
we're talking about like what like who got more
About
money.
time y'all talk about it.
Yeah.
But like when
Shut up.
when we got more stake in the game, we're not even talking about like. To me, like if I was a Joe Budden or a Nore, it's like, bruh, I don't even have to acknowledge you, dog.
That's real.
You don't have a job. What does Shaheem God do? No offense.
Reactionary videos.
No
to
events.
Fake diss.
Yeah. If you want to like do a wash God diss, you better come to Atlanta, nigga. And
Oh, hey,
Hey man.
bleep some of that shit.
Now what's up? And it's stuck. Now what's up? Oh shit.
On that note,
On the real, bro. I'm gonna say this so we can get out of this topic, bro. I got a real job, nigga. I beef with a rapper. I'm quitting that job. I beef with a nigga who coming to Atlanta to see me. You gotta get on my campus, nigga. And then after that,
my only thing, if you ever do a response video to me and I got time to prepare for you,
it's over. Cause that's gonna be my life mission at that point.
Yeah.
then some other guy that I don't know will I don't know what happened. I don't know what would happen.
I don't know what happened, bro.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of niggas like that on the humble just because,
Yeah.
Oh,
Please do. Bleep all this shit. But on that note, man, we're going to talk about what we've been watching and listening to.
Please.
Back to the yucks and the jucks, the fun wash gods.
please. We didn't cover any of the important shit in that time.
Nope.
Nobody got to the facts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so what I've been watching, man. As we always do at this time, I got to shine. I go for mine. Put your hands up in the sky. But I forgot the
anyway.
lyrics in like the second it took me to
Oh,
start.
yeah. I was expecting the ad lib, but he didn't come through.
What kind of ad-libs? Sound effects.
When you just did? Yeah.
I need you to support me, man.
You was one beat off. But pause. Pause. Yeah. Okay, but anyway. We're gonna get into what we've been watching.
My child is in the room, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Austin. Hey.
Max B.
Hey, ow.
But anyway, we're gonna get into what I've been watching and listening to. So shout out to Bob Ross, man. R.I.P. Bob Ross.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Happy Incident and Betrayal and Greed. It's on Netflix, man. It's a super sad documentary. Like, as soon as I saw it on Netflix, I immediately text Sean. It's like, bro, you got to see this.
Watched it that morning as soon as I got off of work.
I'm like, bro, this is crazy, bro. But other than that, I think that's all I've been really. Oh, I also finally watched the Venom movie.
Nice. About a couple
I don't
years.
like the way I don't like the way Warren just burst into laughter about this, but it's fine.
It's not a.
It's not funny,
thing.
Warren. Warren, it's not funny.
But yeah, man, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a solid movie. It wasn't as terrible as I feel like sometimes Twitter reacts so everything is either great or it's garbage.
Well, how do you like the way she said symbiote? Symbiote.
It's fine.
Nah, it's trash.
All right.
No, it was fine because I like the way they're teasing the whole Carnage thing.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yo,
it's coming. They already said it.
We got so many symbiotes. They got other names for these. The whole thing was with Venom, he was like, yo, I was kind of a loser on my planet. I can say spoiler alerts because it's been out for 2 years. But yeah, he was like, I'm a loser on my planet. I don't remember that part in the Spider-Man
Futurama,
series.
man, when that the Leonardo da Vinci episode.
Nah.
He's the dumbest dude on his planet. Opa!
It's all
That
good.
worked. Yeah, it's fine.
But other than that, let's get into what I've been listening to. Joe.
This nigga screamed Oprah. Shout out Israel.
We got to keep the Israeliting.
Hey, man. Shout out to black Israelites, man.
But nah, shout out
Kendrick got one
to
away.
yeah. Shout out to Joe Budden, man. Listen to Joe Budden's last episode of Star Wars. He did a good breakdown about the whole Kendrick last verse on the Baby King album. Baby King single rather. But shout out to Baby King.
Just like that, the black Israelites comment came full circle.
Oh, the last episode of Drink Champs. We just talked about that. Featuring featuring Silk the Shocker, man. It was hilarious, bro. It was so funny, but
Yeah, his interview was
Bruh.
also offbeat.
yeah.
So Taji is back. Yeah. Grandma's hands.
Grandma Mom.
Grandma Mom. The Larry Johnson of the pod world, baby. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good episode. But also shout out to NBA Storytime. This is an episode a podcast my brother put me on, and man, they keep delivering. Yo, this episode is so dope. So they did a whole breakdown about NBA players. Hold on, let me get the shit, get it right. It was David. I don't know how to say your last name, but David something talks about basketball and TV cameos.
David something. David something is hilarious.
Yeah. But it's the NBA Storytime podcast. Thought it was really dope, but they basically
Kitchen.
yeah.
Garage.
Yeah,
That
thank
place.
you. And we're gonna bleep all this out. But yeah, the NBA Storytime podcast is really dope. They talked about all the best NBA players that had fucking not references, but cameos on TV shows. So they talked about
Family Matters.
Larry Johnson, Family Matters. They did the Martin, where they had the WNBA team.
Oh, and he got beat by the WNBA team.
Yeah.
They do the Mr.
They talked
Curry.
about them, hanging with Mr.
Hanging
Cooper.
with Mr. Cooper.
Dang.
But they had Chris Mullin and Tim Hardaway on there. Yeah, so it was really dope. So shout out to that podcast.
Mark Curry played for the Warriors, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
That shit was dope,
Cause
bro.
especially coming full circle, because the
Yeah.
Warriors was a team
It
to
was a
contend.
loser team, bro.
Yeah, it was a loser team then, but
Yeah.
now a force to be reckoned with now.
Man.
Damn, man. Mark Curry was ahead of his time.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Like father.
That water bottle got so much bass, bro.
Yeah.
But shout out to Bill Simmons, man. I've been listening to a lot of Bill Simmons podcasts. Basically, he has this episode where it's a whole series called the BS Podcast, where he just interviewed the top 50 NBA players, and I really enjoyed that. So I listened to the Larry Bird podcast, the Julius Erving podcast, and the George Gervin podcast.
Does Dr. J know what a podcast is?
Y'all ain't putting me in no kind of pod, nigga. I seen Cocoon.
But one thing I think I talked about pre-pod is like it's kind of like a disservice. Like it's so messed up because like so with the NFL and USBL whatever it's called, but like when they merged the leagues, they merged the stats too. So like all these like white players like their stats are like through the lens of both leagues. So like the black players of the NBA and the ABA don't have that, like they don't get that. They didn't merge the stats. So Dr. J, the stats aren't really compared to LeBron. So like he played 5 years in the ABA, and it feels like a disservice to him because he was a freak athlete too in his time. You know what I mean? Like he redefined the game. He really made dunking a thing. He was the first guy to dunk in live games.
Shout out semi-pro.
Yeah.
What was that?
Is that illegal?
But yeah, like to hear him talk about it was just very interesting. So shout out to Dr. J. Let's see what other podcasts I listen to. Rice to Ricky Sanchez. I haven't said that yet. Rice to Ricky Sanchez podcast. It's actually a Philadelphia 76ers podcast. I really enjoy it, man, because I'm a 76ers fan. So,
That's crazy.
They only talk about like inside 76ers basketball.
Bro, shout out to you, man. That's a deep dive, man.
Yeah, podcast I'm really
cares, bro.
Yeah.
You ever thought draft didn't give a fuck? This is one of those times.
Oh man, we got to talk about this too. Shout out to the Knuckleheads. They just interviewed Oscar Robertson. Shout out to the Big O.
Wow.
Yeah, if anybody knows basketball, even if you really don't know basketball, you got to know the Big O. Yeah, man, shout out to the Big O, man. Yeah, it's not the Iceman,
it's
but
not. It's George Gervin.
Yeah.
Wasn't Oscar Robertson? Wasn't
the
that
Big O? That's it. On that note, we're gonna get into the music I've been listening to. Well, like I said, I listened to Donda today. Doesn't really count to like Donda. Hitler's Where's Hermes Part 8. Shout out West Side Gun.
Shout out to we gonna bleep that.
That's right. Keep it.
Oh, this is the longest bleep ever.
Taji came back with his first bleep.
No, the longest bleep. Not just the first bleep, the longest bleep. But I thought Draymond
Who knows the time when Taji says it?
Yeah, Draymond was dope. Right now was really dope.
Margella toes.
Let's go with that. Margella split toes. Yeah, you're right. Actually, Margella split toes was actually really dope. Yeah, I just remember the one where Mock Homie was really dope. Yeah. But other than that, let's see what else I got. I listened to a lot of things, but it's a lot of things I didn't like, so I'm not gonna highlight those.
I know they had a lot of Stove God Cooks. Your favorite?
Hello? Hello. But anyway, I think that's all I've been listening to as far as music is concerned. As far as what I've been watching, shout out to Remy Ma. Like her little series has been cool, man. I've been enjoying it. Let me find it. True crime, man. My true crime story, rather. Okay. I've said it 6 times. But shout out to that. I guess that's all I've been watching. Like I said, Venom. Venom was actually pretty cool. I'm super late on that. Yeah, I'll get out of here. Yeah.
All right. What I've been listening to, ESTG, Bigger Than Life or Death, 5500 Degrees, Lick Back, of course. Capital One, All I Know. Riata Dada.
I've been out on the
Civil
road
rights.
before.
Country rap tunes specifically, man. I've been going through a lot
That's
of
a
our old
classic.
music.
Should've went triple.
Should have went triple,
man. Let's talk about it.
Only because working this new gig, I've had to go through a lot of emotional shit trying to remind myself of who I am and like what I'm trying to do. Yeah, and like what you do it for. Exactly. Big talk. So songs like Grip, songs like The City, What It Look Like, Double Dutch, Breathe, definitely. Breathe is one of them ones, man. Like RIP to my niggas. Like free my brothers in prison. I'm losing real family. I don't know why I give a shit. Like all of those type of aesthetics like reign true in my day-to-day life that don't necessarily have raps to it.
I wrote that verse on acid. So.
That's another thing.
Shit is dope.
Yeah.
Another thing that has
I remember like telling Ella I wrote that verse on acid. He was like, "Bro, keep doing acid."
Whatever you
Great
do,
friend.
don't give up. Still listening to this Thing of Ours EP. I'm not sure why it was shortened by a song. Taji, did you notice that when you look at it on streaming services?
I don't notice much.
Yeah, I see. But they took the title track off, and the instrumental was gone too. It must have been a sample clearance thing. I went back and listened to Acid Rap by Chance the Rapper. Really good album.
Wow.
Cocoa Butter Kisses. Acid Rain, Smoke Again featuring Ab-Soul, and Pusha Man. Good ass intro is good too. Call Me If You Get Lost, Tyler the Creator.
Good one.
The songs that stand out are Sir Baudelaire, Corso, Lemonhead. Honestly, 1 through 8 are probably really, really solid. And I like Juggernaut with Lil Uzi Vert. House is Burning by Isaiah Rashad. Let me see. House is Burning. The one of the songs that is HIB. I forget what it's called. Oh, THIB. Pardon me. The What You Said track, Headshots, and The Score featuring SZA and Black. What else? Oh, damn. I've been revisiting a lot of Kendrick verses because of the Baby Keem, Kendrick Lamar, Family Ties track. I'm not even going to flex. I don't really like that song like that.
Whoa, talk about it, King.
And it's not because I'm not I haven't lost faith in either artist.
Talk about it, brother.
But Baby Keem rapped his ass off.
Damn sure did.
And I think Kendrick was there just to give him
support,
the opportunity. Like he was a blocker.
Family ties, if you will.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he opened up the whole so that way Baby Keem could run through. Like
come on,
I'm here all night.
Come on, brother.
Come on, brother.
And it's been one of those things where I felt like the use of his ad libs. I think there's been a lot of coaching in the booth for an artist like Baby Keem. Not to say that he doesn't stand on his own merit, but when you get into the industry, like there are tricks of the trade that where a person like Kendrick, like if you got him in your back pocket, why wouldn't you fucking lean on him? And so when I listened to all the Baby Keem projects, I went through a lot of Baby Keem projects too. As I finally get my first mic faux pas of the night. Yeah. Wow, 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 wow. But as I went back through Die For My Bitch and what is the other joint he had?
Slow down, brother.
Sounds of Bad Habits. Sounds of Bad Habits is probably my favorite out of the two. Miss Charlotte, Gang Activities, Baby Keem, X-Men. Wolves is cool. On the Die For My B word. Bullies.
Too late now.
Yeah, Bullies is definitely one of those joints that I think stands out. Orange Soda is cool, and Apologize. I didn't see the Family Ties video yet. which is something that people have told me that I should view before I actually give my opinion on it. But we here now, so there's that. Donda.
Donda.
And I'm not gonna talk too much about that because I haven't made it through. But I went back through some of my favorite Ye albums as well. Ye, I thought about Killing You.
Shout out to Civil Rights, they did a really good remix of that.
Man, it needs to come out.
Draft showed his ass on that one, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
Come on, bro. I feel like we've got a lot of highlights that people don't notice.
If you wasn't gonna say that, I was.
Ghost Town.
Don't give him my props.
Yeah. Shut up.
Who got the props?
Hey man, Ghost Town, bro.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Kids See Ghost. I'll also say Violent Crimes. My daughter's here, man. I've definitely shed a tear or two to that song. I remember Taji hitting me up when that album dropped and being like, yo, so how do you feel? And I'm like, yo, I haven't really had the chance to sit with the album yet. And then going back and listening to it, I had to call him personally and be like, man, this was one of those ones. This was really one of those ones. Damn, Kendrick Lamar.
Favorite track? God Is Mine.
What's the joint where...
To me, it's Yeah.
Triple X, probably. Triple X. Because the transition and the fact that I realized he was picking up a lot of notes from...
Element is really
Joel's.
dope, too.
Like, when he went back through the Oopsie Days, Ooh, I'm Crazy, Gooka Main, like, I was like, oh, yeah. He's getting loose. Like, he's reaching for parts of rap that other people aren't paying attention to but me. So, yeah, I say Triple X. God and Duckworth. Fear is really dope just because of the idea of it.
Bro, that shit took me back, man. That shit took me back to my childhood.
Man. Oh, Vince Staples got him. Yeah. Vince Staples got a song about Pokemon that if you haven't heard it, you should listen to it. I sent it to Taji. He had an interview on Homegrown Radio where he was talking about, like, yo, I'm one of the best rappers out. I can write about anything. And I went back through Vince Staples by Vince Staples again, but that's not to be mentioned because between that and the Kendrick, Call Me If You Get Lost, and there's one more album, the Isaiah Rashad, The House Is Burning. I've just been listening to those in a cycle. But that song kind of stood out because he was able to write about anything. Bo Jackson, Bodie James, standout songs. Turpentine. I've been listening to Turpentine on repeat and Diamond Dallas. Shout out Diamond Dallas Yoga. Full circle. I ain't been really been watching much. I started watching Clickbait on Netflix. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all should watch it. It's pretty interesting. Dude from Entourage is in it. The white guy. Yeah,
I saw Clickbait. Clickbait. I'm not gonna say how I saw it.
One of them white guys. The main white guy. Vince. Yeah, Vince. That's pretty much it, man.
All right, Taji, what you got?
I'm good, man. I'm gonna just let y'all breathe, man.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right, Washed Never Washed Up. Shout out John Weston. John Weston recently did a retreat for young boys in Wanderlust.
Pause. Go on.
Yeah, it's not pause worthy, man. Fuck draft.
Pause.
But that being said, shout out John Weston. I'm really happy for you. And we are Washed Never Washed Up. Wash Gods, like, subscribe, share. Peace.
Bye.